I attacked you because of your actions. It's not a whoopsie daisy mistake. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Okay, yes? Okay. So, if you guys didn't hear, ArmoredReality got exposed on, well, between March 17th and the 22nd, 2026, about being a pedophile and grooming 8 minors. I'm here today to talk about my experience with ArmoredReality and how I was a victim. I wasn't a victim of her pedophilia, but what I was a victim of her attacks, of her harassment, of her manipulation, and of her fraudulent scheme to protect her facade. So, I'm going to take you through a trip to July 25th, 2025. By that point, her behavior was very, very suspicious to me. And I launched an investigation of my own. So, on the 26th, I concluded the investigation. It was damning. There was damning evidence that she was ignorant. And so, I posted one video at approximately 12 p.m. on July 27th, 2025 Pacific time. In it, I brought a lot of accusations to the table. 1. My friend, Lilith, got demoted from moderator. The reason being unknown. However, after the investigation concluded, it was revealed that the ignorance of ArmoredReality played a major part in Lilith's demotion. There were polls on ArmoredReality, and I showed them in the video. the poll was saying, is someone doing their job? Someone being the moderator. And so, Lilith was placed on the poll, along with another one, Recon. Lilith votes were in the majority of I don't know. Recon was in the majority of I don't know. Then, Lilith got demoted while Recon did not. So I put that in the accusations. I also concluded that many others wanted to bring Lilith down, including River, one of Armored Reality's main people. In fact, the whole community was basically at a civil war with each other. Everyone was disagreeing, and many arguments were being presented to the table. However, there was one damning accusation. Actually, two. One, a person named Ari, who Armored Reality banned for 7 days, wanted both Softy Doom, a moderator, and Lilith, another moderator, to be demoted. Lilith was the only one who got demoted. So I concluded from the investigation that Ari and many other people had something to do with this. And then, all hell broke loose. Armored Reality messaged me at 2 p.m. Pacific time and tried to clear out the situation. But in the end, she made things a whole lot worse. For starters, let me introduce some quotes from Armored Reality herself. Are you ready for this? My reputation is very sacred to me. Lilith was demoted after we found a lot of very weird avatars, including avatars with very inappropriate proportions as well as infantilized avatars, despite Lilith being 20 plus. Lilith being 20 plus is true. However, here's another thing. Armored Reality, her avatars were actually more inappropriate. She actually showed her like hips and like the human skin, and also had very other inappropriate features in her avatar. And when I talked to Lilith about it, she thought one of the main accusations was a baby pacifier was on Lilith's avatar, and Lilith denied all accusations, and from my investigation I can confirm that the allegations made by Armored Reality are false. Which means, yeah, Armored Reality was a hypocrite. And it was not looking good. So at 5 p.m. this same day, July 27, 2025, I uploaded a video called The Armored Reality Situation Just Got Worse. Both videos are now up, were up a day ago. After I learned about the pedophilia accusations, I decided to republicize those videos. They are now up on this channel. At 11:31 p.m., just minutes before, the Discord server found out about my accusations, and I officially got banned for leaking confidential information. But I don't think that's the official reason. No. That is the official reason, but I don't think that's the true reason. The true reason is probably because after all these months, we have a person who finally stood up, who finally made these accusations come to light, who did the right thing, intended to do. I don't know if you want if well whether I did the right thing or not, that's up to you. But I made these accusations come to light for the first time. Now, I had a Twitter, and I scheduled a conference July 28th, 2025, 12 p.m. Pacific time. And the conference turned out really bad. One, because I failed to actually address the comments that were in the previous video. Well, most of the comments weren't like accusations. They were like saying, "Oh my goodness, you're a hypocrite," or whatever. They're not actually like accusing me of doing anything wrong except falsifying the allegations. These allegations are true, by the way. After March 22nd, I realized that all of this is connected to me. So, when I said earlier that ArmoredReality wants her reputation protected, she decided to go ahead and absolutely break the unwritten rule by trying to attack me, trying to harass me, and trying to get her community to distrust me. Her community sided with Armored. A lot of them sided with Armored. Almost none sided with me. Even Lilith, one of my friend, even unfriended me, which I guess that makes sense because I went full nuclear on this one. But almost none sided with me. July 28th, 2025, I hosted another press conference. There were people saying that there's new stuff, there's new info, and they pinged me on it. The community pinged me on the info to the situation, and I released it in a video. From there, there will be continued several more posts of my hostility towards ArmoredReality and her community. I was trying to get the community to be on my side, but after all of this, she sent me a legal threat. She wanted me to take the videos down or she would sue me for defamation. In a tweet that has now since been protected, and I took down the videos because I was scared. I was scared about her because I didn't know much about law. I didn't know this threat was actually, like, not that great. But I took down the videos anyways. And from early August onwards, I did nothing. Now, before the March expose, I did for a bit flirt with the idea of maybe exposing ArmoredReality again. Maybe in February, maybe in Valentine's Day, maybe in Christmas, and many other dates. But I couldn't quite bring myself. Because I was still fearful. I was still fearful of what Armored might do to me. But after the investigations and the allegations of March 17th through March 22nd, 2026, I finally had the courage to come out and say that I was a victim of ArmoredReality's harassing. I was a victim of her legal threat. I was a victim of her attack. And I was a victim of her facade, her fraudulent scheme to protect her reputation, while in the process sacrificing the very people who are in the right. So, here it is. March 23rd, 2025. To ArmoredReality. This is the comment I made on ArmoredReality just the previous day. Here it is. This is Gravity. The one you tried to silence. the one you tried to suppress, the one you tried to shut down to protect your facade, your fraudulent identity. To Armored Reality, the truth endures, whether it would be a full year, a day, a week, or 8 months from the beginning of my videos about you to now. No matter what, it will always stay true. Striking it down won't help you now. You won the battle of July and August, but you lost the war that I authentically waged. These past months I changed course. I moved on and I even apologized thinking you were right. But I should have known that in March, a miracle from the heavens was going to reaffirm my stance. The resistance will always stand strong, no matter how hard you try to crush it. And as a final statement, mirroring the words you said on July 30th, 2025, there is no happy ending for you. The quote, "There is no happy ending for you," I referenced that from a tweet about when ArmoredReality pinged me around July 30th, 2025. I felt that the time is right here to speak out against her, to detail all the accusations that she brushed under the rug, to detail all the suspicions that she had, to detail everything that she did. My voice went unheard. It was silenced by the rigid bureaucracy of the armored hierarchy. It was forever contained in a tomb. But today that tomb is no more. Today I am here to say that Armored Reality is fraudulent and is a facade. Now, I had suspicions that she would have some shady secrets, but I never could have expected that Armored Reality was exposed for being a pedophile with the same behavior that I somewhat pointed out in those videos. And let's go back to Armored Reality's ignorance. So I addressed in the first video, Armored Reality Exposed, that Armored Reality, rather than actually addressing the situation, monitoring it, and actually reaching out to either me or the person who got demoted, I said with proof that she was playing games while this all happened. And many of those games were in the hours. If I'm gonna pull it up, EVE Online, it's a 4x streak, 4-hour marathon. Minecraft, a day ago, 7x streak. Factorio, a day ago. And a bunch of other games. Even Roblox was included. Of course Roblox was included. And this was happening the day before the expose. So I was thinking to myself, this might be suspicious. This might be something. So I released it, and I never expected this would happen. So this is gonna be my final statement before I close out this conference. The truth endures, and it will never stop enduring. No matter what, if it's a secret, or if it's an open information, it will always stay true. Nothing can change it. These allegations were true. The behavior was true. My belief that Armored Reality was suspicious turned out to be true. Her ignorance, her decision to groom 8 minors to be a pedophile has led me to make this conference a reality. Has led me to say that among all these months from July 27th to today, that I will stop running. I have stopped running. And now, here it is. Today is the start of a new era. The start of Armored gone. The start of my reputation with the Armored community, hopefully restored. But that's up to you guys. This is gravity. And there is no happy ending for you. Thank you, everyone. I hope to see you guys soon. This conference will be probably my final message to Armored Reality. And it will be my final stuff that I'm talking about Armored Reality. I want to move on from this drama. I want to move on. And finally it gave me a chance. What happens in the dark always comes to light. And so, in this conference, everything came to light. Thank you, and I'll see you guys soon.